With so much material out there from Stephen King, what were the challenges of turning that into this original show?
In some way, I feel like the biggest challenge was restraining our appetites. You know what I mean? Because there are so many novels that the two of us have revered. In this season, we sort of set out to tell a story that is written very much under the influence of Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile, sort of the great Stephen King novels and stories of crime and punishment. And so those were sort of like the kind of touchstones for us as we were making this season.
Can you talk a little about the elements of horror you are exploring in this show?
Yeah, Stephen King writes all kinds of different horror, and that's something that we really wanted to tap into. Psychological horror, the horror of being a human being, the horror of parenthood. Those are the kinds of horrors that I think are, in some ways, the scariest in Stephen King. And then you throw in some exciting jump scares and some other kinds of creepiness, and we hope we kind of do service to this new Stephen King story that we're telling.
We've seen a lot of television shows at some point converge with video games. What would the video game of this be?
I think it would probably be avoid the house where a murder took place in Castle Rock, which is not an easy thing to do. I think that basically everyone who lives there has moved in a place where somebody's worst nightmare happened. So I think you'd have to probably find a house that didn't have a murder inside of it.